For our research project, we worked with the Wakarusa River Valley Heritage Museum, which is a nonprofit organization that was established in 1983 to help document and preserve regional history of the Wakarusa River Valley. If you're unaware, Clinton Lake is a man-made lake that was created by damming the Wakarusa River in 1972 to help curb the frequent flooding of the area. In the process, though, it forcibly displaced communities that used to live there by destroying their homes and livelihoods, making it important to preserve this history to ensure that these communities are not forgotten. Through this project, we were tasked with creating 3 signs to be displayed outside of the museum. Given the lack of signage outside of the museum, the history of the Wakarusa River Valley has largely been inaccessible. The museum is largely run on a volunteer basis, which makes the hours to visit the museum pretty infrequent and helps close off some of this history. So by creating these signs, we'll help to boost and increase accessibility to public education on the history of the Wakarusa River Valley by creating 3 informational signs to be displayed outside of the museum, covering the history of Bloomington, the construction of the dam, and the Freedom Rings art installation. Our methods for this project included using Adobe InDesign, where we created 3 signs, incorporating historical images and stories provided by the museum. These signs included, first, the Bloomington history. The current museum is situated where Bloomington would have been, which makes it important to cover the history of the specific city. This sign includes the founding of Bloomington in 1858 by abolitionist Colonel J.C. Steele, as well as the predominantly Black community that later called the area home. And a work in progress of this sign is seen on the top right. Next is the Clinton Dam construction sign, which helps welcome visitors to the museum and highlights the history of the communities before and after Clinton Lake was constructed. And you can see a work in progress picture of this on the bottom right. And then finally, the Freedom Rings sign helps explain the symbolism behind the public art installation that was created by Stephen Johnson in 2009. This is a public art installation that is located outside of the museum, but without this sign, it makes it hard to really understand the symbolism behind what Stephen Johnson attempted to capture. So now our results. We have accomplished our goals by producing 3 informational signs for the Wakarusa River Valley Heritage Museum, as well as completing a research-based report on the history of the Wakarusa Valley, the ecological impacts of dams, and the social impacts of forced displacement. Through this project, we hope to attract future visitors to the museum by inspiring their curiosity on regional history and spreading awareness on the impacts of forced displacement. Our sincere gratitude goes to Maren Massa and Sandra Hiller at the Wakarusa River Valley Heritage Museum, as well as Martha Parker, Betty Laird, Dr. Ali Brox, and Dr. Kelly Kitcher for their collective contributions to this research.